Okay, expert. I was doing some digging for today, and something just jumped out at me. We're talking about an actress known for these really intense, memorable roles, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then I find out she also plays the jaw harp on a Grammy Winners album.
Slight chuckle. Yeah, that's a perfect entry point, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
So who are we talking about today, and what can we learn from a career that's just so full of these unexpected turns?
Well, that's exactly it. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the truly extraordinary career of Gina Gershon. And like you said, she's an actress, sure, but also a singer and author. Her whole artistic journey has been in anything but conventional.
Right.
She's constantly surprising people, with her choices, her versatility. The truth is, her career canvas is just so much broader than many people realize.
Yeah.
And we're going to explore what makes her such a unique and, frankly, enduring presence in entertainment.
So our sources for this deep dive, they mostly give us this comprehensive overview of her work, which lets us kind of piece together this rich picture of what she's done.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission today, it isn't just like listing her movies or TV shows.
No, definitely not.
We want to pull out those key insights, really try to understand the why behind some of these diverse choices she's made.
Yeah, the motivation.
Exactly. And connect the dots,
Yeah,
across the films, the TV, the music, the books.
right. How does it all fit together? Or
Yeah.
does it all fit together?
That's the question. Ultimately, we want to get a handle on what it means to build a career on such a wide range of talents and how that refusal to be kind of pigeonholed has really defined her whole artistic identity.
Absolutely. We're looking beyond just the surface level to try and grasp the maybe underlying philosophy of her work.
Mm-hmm.
What's driving this constant exploration? How does she stay relevant and impactful across so many different platforms and genres? These are the deeper questions we really want to get into today.
So whether you know her from, say, Showgirls, which is iconic in its own way,
Oh, where?
or maybe Riverdale more recently, or maybe you're just discovering her incredible range now.
Yeah.
Get ready for some real aha moments. We're going to try and give you that shortcut to really understanding the depth of her artistic journey without feeling, totally overwhelmed by the sheer volume of everything she's done.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is. You'll definitely walk away with a much richer appreciation for an artist who I think truly embodies that term, multifaceted.
Agreed.
Okay, let's start right at the beginning. Lay the groundwork for how this distinctive performer came to be.
Makes sense.
Gina L. Gershon, born in Los Angeles, June 10th, 1962, which makes her 63 today.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Raised in a Jewish family out in LA's San Fernando Valley. She has an older brother, Dan, and an older sister, Tracy. And her parents, this is interesting, her mother, Mickey Gershon, was an interior decorator. So a definite creative influence there.
Right. Aesthetics, design.
Exactly. Well, her father, Stan Gershon, he was in import, export, and sales, more on the commerce side of things, practical business.
It's really interesting to think about that early environment. Growing up right there in LA, obviously surrounded by the entertainment industry, but having parents successful in such different fields, one in design, the creative side, the other in global trade and sales.
Yeah.
That might have fostered a kind of natural adaptability in her, and maybe an appreciation for different kinds of expression early on.
That makes sense. It wasn't just a pure stage mom kind of situation.
Exactly. It wasn't just an acting family. It sounds like a family that valued different types of work, different kinds of creativity, and that could have subtly planted the seeds for her own, incredibly wide-ranging artistic path later on.
Yeah, that mix of art and business almost.
Right. That interplay between the artistic and the practical. It could explain why she seems so comfortable in navigating both the sort of expressive creative aspects of her work and the more structured, almost business-like demands of managing such a varied career. It's a foundation that seems to value both passion and, pragmatism.
And her academic journey kind of builds on that unique foundation, doesn't it?
It really does.
She went to Collier Street Elementary, Woodland Hills Academy, then Beverly Hills High School. And she actually started acting there pretty early, at 14, graduated in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
But what really stands out is her path after high school. She first went to Boston, to Emerson College, which is known for arts, right?
Yeah, solid school.
But then she transferred, went to NYU, New York University. And that's where she graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts, a BFA, in drama.
Okay, standard enough for an actor.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
It was a dual major, drama and psychology and philosophy. In 1983.
Okay, see, that's the kicker. a BFA in drama combined with psychology and philosophy.
Right.
That's a powerful and honestly pretty unique foundation for an actress. It just speaks volumes about her intellectual curiosity, doesn't it?
Totally.
An early intentional focus on understanding human nature, motivation, maybe even those deeper questions about existence, which are all absolutely crucial if you want to develop authentic, complex characters that actually connect with people.
Yeah, it goes beyond just learning lines.
Way beyond. And she herself says she always wanted to be an actress, so the personal drive was there. But interestingly, her career actually began sort of in music and dance first.
Oh, really? Before the acting took off?
Yeah, which kind of foreshadows this lifelong intertwining of her artistic passions, you know?
Right.
It shows she was willing, right from the start, to explore all the different facets of her creative identity.
Oh.
So that blend of like academic rigor in understanding people, artistic exploration across different fields, and that early diversification,
Mm-hmm.
it really set her up for a career that was going to be way more than just performing. It prepared her to maybe understand and inhabit the human experience in all its messy forms.
And building on that serious academic side, her early theater roots were also incredibly deep and influential.
Yes, very important.
After NYU, she attended the Circle and the Square Professional Theater School in New York, which is known for being pretty intensive, right?
Yeah.
Conservatory style.
Oh, yeah, rigorous training.
And during that time, she worked with some really renowned figures, like the playwright David Mamet, absorbing his very specific style.
Wow, Mamet, that's intense.
And later, she studied with acting coaches Harold Guskin and Sandra Seacat. And she specifically mentioned Seacat in interviews as a huge influence. So a deep impact on her craft there.
Mentorship is key.
And her very first professional acting jobs were actually on stage, in productions of Camille and Sam Shepard's The Substance of Fire. So she wasn't just aiming for Hollywood, she was really immersing herself in the craft of theater first.
And that dedication to classical theater training, working with figures like Mamet, Guskin, Seacat, that provides such a robust classical foundation. It's invaluable.
It's more than just technique, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just about learning lines or where to stand. It's about understanding the deep craft of acting, developing real stage presence, mastering your voice, appreciating how important ensemble work is.
Right. Working together.
Yeah. That kind of training instills a discipline and a depth that translates across all mediums, you know, film, TV, whatever. It lets an actor approach roles with like intellectual rigor, but also emotional honesty.
And she didn't just study, she created too, right,
Yeah.
with Naked Angel.
Yes, that's a crucial point. Being one of the founding members of Naked Angels, that New York-based theater group, it signifies this proactive, collaborative, almost entrepreneurial spirit early in her career.
Not just waiting for the phone to ring.
Exactly, not passively waiting for roles. It shows this drive to create her own opportunities, to collaborate with her peers, to be an active participant in the whole artistic process. And that's a critical theme that you see running throughout her entire professional journey. It really reveals an artist who is always about shaping her own artistic path, not just following one laid out for her. It speaks to that independent creative spirit.
Okay, so with that really strong theatrical foundation laid down, it wasn't long before that distinctive presence found its way onto the big screen. A new chapter begins.
The move to film.
Her film career really seemed to kick off with that breakthrough, albeit small, part in the iconic John Hughes film Pretty in Pink in 1986.
Ah, yes, Pretty in Pink. Everyone remembers that one.
Yeah. And while it was a relatively small role, it was clearly a crucial stepping stone into Hollywood. And pretty soon after, that led to more substantial roles, showing she could handle different genres pretty easily.
Like what came next?
Well, she was in Sweet Revenge with Nancy Allen, then Cocktail in '88, working alongside huge stars like Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Shue.
Right, Cocktail. Big exposure.
Definitely. And she also popped up in John Sayles' gritty urban drama City of Hope in '91, showing she could do serious, character-driven stuff too.
Okay, so not just lightweight fare?
No. And she even dipped into action, starring with Steven Seagal in Out for Justice in '91. She played Patty Madonna, the villain's sister. Quite formidable.
Wow. So what really strikes me about that early period is just how quickly she diversified in her film career.
Yeah, it wasn't one note at all.
No. Moving almost seamlessly from like romantic comedy to a serious urban drama and then boom, a big action film, all within just a few key years.
It shows a real willingness to try things.
Absolutely. A willingness to take on varied roles, work with respected directors, big stars, across totally different genres. And this eclectic approach, I don't think it was just about getting work. It feels like a deliberate strategy.
Oh, so?
To build a strong, versatile foundation for the incredibly diverse and often, boundary-pushing path she would follow later, it shows she was refusing to be easily typecast right from the beginning.
Smart move.
Very smart. This strategic openness to different kinds of projects let her hone different acting muscles all at once. It established her as this adaptable force right out of the gate, which really would define her career for decades.
But the real turning point, I think, for a lot of people, where they first truly recognized that unique magnetism she has, was probably the mid-90s.
Ah, yes. A pivotal time for her.
In 1996, she played Corky, the ex-con involved in that really intense, groundbreaking affair with Jennifer Tilly's Violet in the crime film Bound.
Bound. Huge film.
Yep.
Critically acclaimed.
Absolutely. And that role, portraying a quote-unquote butch lesbian, was just pivotal in shaping her image and career. It defied stereotypes, especially back then when those portrayals were pretty rare in mainstream movies.
Very true.
Then, 1997, she co-stars with Hollywood heavyweights John Travolta and Nicolas Cage in that wild, high-concept action thriller Face Off.
Right. Solidifying her place in big-budget commercial films, too.
Totally. And, of course, we absolutely cannot forget Showgirls, 1995, where she played the bisexual showgirl Crystal Connors.
Oh, Showgirls. The legend.
Right. Initially controversial, critically panned.
Massively panned.
But it's since been widely reevaluated, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And now many see it as this camp classic, a cult favorite that really showcased her absolutely fearless performance. Proves she was never afraid to take huge risks.
And that really brings up such an important question. How did those roles, especially Bound and Showgirls, how did they shape her public image, particularly within certain communities?
Yeah, the gay icon status.
Exactly. For many, Gina Gershon quickly became regarded as a gay icon because of those fearless, nuanced performances in Bound, Pray for Rock and Roll Later, and yes, Showgirls.
What was it about Bound specifically?
Well, her portrayal of Corky was just groundbreaking. It wasn't just a lesbian character. She was strong, complex, a butch archetype, but presented with real agency, this undeniable sensuality that felt so fresh and authentic. It avoided so many of the tired tropes you saw back then.
And directed by the Wachowskis, pre-Matrix.
Right. It was a bold statement of a film, and Gershon's performance was right at its core, just magnetic.
And Showgirls, how did that fit in? It was so different.
So different. Initially reviled, right? But it was her performance as Crystal Connors, that cynical, powerful, veteran showgirl, that really helped it eventually get reclaimed by queer audiences as a camp classic.
Why camp, do you think?
Because it's so over the top. It's excessive, completely unapologetic, much like Gershon's performance within it. She committed fully, 100% to the outrageousness.
No holding back.
None. And that fearlessness, that willingness to just go to the extreme, it resonated deeply. These roles, they showcase this remarkable courage, this willingness to explore complex, often edgy female sexuality with an authenticity that really hit home for certain LGBTQ+ audiences.
It's more than just playing a part.
Oh, way more. It's a powerful example of an actor not just playing a role, but truly embodying characters that become cultural touchstones. And even her placement, like number 51 on the Maxim Hot 100 Women of 2004, that speaks to her broader mainstream appeal too.
Right, she wasn't just a niche figure.
No, she had this undeniable charisma that crossed boundaries. Her ability to navigate both these cult classics and mainstream hits is genuinely noteworthy. It cemented her status as this versatile, daring performer.
And her talent for these really intense performances, it definitely didn't go unnoticed by critics or awards groups either.
No, she got recognition.
Her captivating work in Bound, for instance, earned her nominations for a Saturn Award for Best Actress, that's a big genre award, and an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss, which highlights both her acting chops and that incredible screen chemistry with Jennifer Tilly.
That chemistry was palpable.
Then later, 2011, she starred alongside Matthew McConaughey in William Friedkin's dark comedy thriller, Killer Joe.
Oh, Killer Joe. Phew. Intense film.
Incredibly intense. And her performance in that was particularly lauded. She won the Toronto Film Critics Association Award for Best Supporting Actress, which is prestigious, and got another Saturn Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. That's serious recognition.
Yeah, and beyond just being intense, I think Gershon has really mastered the art of performing ambiguity. You
What do you
know,
mean by ambiguity?
her characters, they aren't just strong or vulnerable. They often embody both at the same time. They challenge your preconceptions, force you into a deeper empathy, even when they're morally gray figures.
Like in Killer Joe.
Exactly. Take Killer Joe. It's not just intensity for intensity's sake. It's this chillingly grounded vulnerability in her portrayal of Charla that makes the character so disturbing, but also so memorable.
You can't look away.
Right. She brings this raw, almost unconquerable authenticity to the role. You see the desperation tangled up with the calculating nature. And it speaks to her ability to just bypass simple good-bad archetypes, which, again, maybe comes back to that BFA training, that psychology background.
Understanding the nuances.
Precisely. Her performances aren't just portrayals. They feel like these deep dives into the character's psyche, making us question our own judgments. And this consistency in delivering emotionally complex performances, whether it's in genre films like Bound or critically acclaimed dramas like Killer Joe, that's really a hallmark of her work.
Okay, moving beyond those, like, defining blockbusters, the 2010s saw her taking on just a remarkable array of roles. It shows this unwavering commitment to varied projects and just a truly prolific work ethic.
Yeah, she didn't slow down.
Not at all. It's clear she wasn't content to just rest on her laurels or get stuck in one particular kind of role. The sheer volume of her output during that decade is impressive.
Give us some examples.
Okay, just take 1 year. 2017. She seamlessly shifted between a teen comedy thriller, Bad Kids of Crestview Academy,
Okay.
an independent drama, Lost Cat Corona, the romantic comedy drama, Permission,
Right.
and interestingly, she reunited with Nicolas Cage for another thriller. Inconceivable, all in 1 year.
Wow. That's quite a range in just 12 months.
Exactly. It wasn't just about taking roles. It felt like she was constantly challenging herself across the entire genre spectrum, refusing to settle into a comfort zone, proving her versatility time and time again.
And that really highlights a broader pattern in her career, doesn't it? This sheer volume and consistent variety of work in the 2010s, it truly underscores her unwavering dedication to the craft and her willingness to continuously push herself across wildly different genres, moving seamlessly from indie films to more mainstream thrillers, often juggling multiple projects in a single year.
It speaks to a real passion.
Absolutely. A sustained passion for acting, an eagerness to keep working, and this profound desire to avoid being pigeonholed. This period really illustrates an artist who just thrives on creative engagement, constantly seeking out new narrative territories to explore, never becoming complacent.
Yeah, it's like a masterclass in how to build a career on continuous artistic engagement, not just waiting for the next big thing.
Well put.
Now, her career also hasn't been without moments where she had to navigate public scrutiny, particularly around the choices of projects she took on.
Right, that happens.
In 2017, she starred in the film 9/11, alongside Whoopi Goldberg, Louis Guzman, and Charlie Sheen.
Okay, I remember that film causing some waves.
Yeah, it was widely panned by critics,
Huh?
and it faced controversy, especially because of Charlie Sheen's past association with the 9/11 truth movement, the conspiracy theory.
Right, that was the issue.
And Gina Gershon, in interviews, stated she was genuinely unaware of Sheen's controversial comments during the actual production. She made it clear she would have spoken with both Sheen and the director if she'd known beforehand.
Okay, so she addressed it head on.
She did.
Hey.
Then, fast forward to 2020, she starred in Woody Allen's film Rifkin's Festival.
Ah, another director surrounded by controversy.
Exactly. And that film also faced significant backlash. But Gershon publicly defended her decision to be in it. She said she'd done extensive research and firmly believed, quote, "This man is not a sexual predator." She even called the experience of working with him a dream come true.
Wow, strong statement.
Very.
You know, what's truly fascinating here is how these instances really highlight the difficult, often complex choices actors sometimes face, trying to navigate creative opportunities within this landscape of public opinion and, yeah, ongoing controversy.
It's a minefield sometimes.
It can be. And in both cases, Gershon directly addressed the situations, providing her personal reasoning and her conviction behind the choices she made.
Yeah, she didn't shy away from it.
No, and that demonstrates a certain independence of thought, right? A clear conviction in her career decisions, even when those decisions might be unpopular or generate significant debate among the public. It really underscores a key aspect of her artistic persona. She's an artist who makes her own choices, sometimes going against the prevailing grain based on her own research and beliefs.
Yeah.
That unwavering commitment to her own judgment and her willingness to actually vocalize it, That's a defining characteristic of her career. And it also kind of brings into focus the evolving ethical landscape actors have to navigate today in this increasingly scrutinized public sphere.
Hmm. That's a really interesting point. Now, Gershon is clearly not just an actress anymore. She's continuously expanding her creative footprint, showing a desire to shape narratives from a new angle.
Like moving behind the camera.
Exactly. In a significant move, she's set to direct and write a segment titled Shell Game for Within. It's an anthology film set during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, interesting. Directing and writing.
Yeah, it marks a new chapter in her artistic evolution. And looking ahead, she's slated for some incredibly exciting new projects, too. She's voicing the character Mad Moxie in the highly anticipated 2024 Borderlands film.
Ah, based on the video game. Big franchise.
Huge. And she also has roles coming up in films called The Trainer and High Rollers, both apparently due out in 2025. So
Yeah.
her career is still very much in high gear.
You know, that raises a really compelling question. What does it truly mean when an established, successful actor like Gina Gershon decides to step behind the camera, not just to direct, but also to write?
Yeah, what's the motivation?
Well, it often signals this profound desire for greater creative control, right?
Sure.
And a deeper, more comprehensive exploration of storytelling, moving beyond just interpreting someone else's script.
Taking ownership.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Her directing and writing for Within, it suggests this natural evolution. It lets her leverage those decades of experience she has, observing different directors, different narrative structures, different character arcs, all from the inside out.
Makes sense. She's seen it all.
Pretty much. So this isn't just like a vanity project. It feels like a strategic expansion of her artistic identity. And this move could very well define a new, incredibly significant chapter in her already multifaceted career. Showcasing her vision as a complete storyteller, not just a performer.
Yeah.
It feels like a natural progression for an artist who's been so deeply immersed in the craft for so long, demonstrating a desire to influence the creative process right from the very beginning.
Okay, so beyond her extensive film work, Gina Gershon has also maintained this remarkably constant presence on television, right from the very start of her career.
Yeah, she balanced both really well.
Even as her film career was taking off, she was still a familiar face on the small screen, proving she could adapt across different mediums. Like in 1992, she portrayed Nancy Barbato, Frank Sinatra's first wife, in the TV biopic Sinatra.
Ah, playing a real person. That's a different challenge.
Totally. And she also had that recurring role on the huge hit show Melrose Place. Remember that?
Oh yeah, quintessential 90s TV.
She played a prostitute working for a Heidi Fleiss-esque Hollywood madam. A role that definitely leaned into that edgy persona she was developing.
Mm-hmm.
And in a really clever meta-nod, she even guest starred as herself on Gary Shandling's brilliant comedy, The Larry Sanders Show.
Huh. That's great. Shows she had a sense of humor about her own image.
Definitely.
You know, zooming out a bit, balancing those significant film roles with consistent television work early on. That was a very smart, very strategic career move, especially back then when TV was often seen just as a stepping stone to film, not really a destination in itself.
Right, the perception was different.
Totally different. So
Yeah.
this dual approach allowed her to explore a wider variety of character types and maintain this steady, visible presence, showcasing her versatile range to an even broader audience.
Kept her name out there.
Exactly. It demonstrated this pragmatic approach to building a sustainable and varied career, proving her adaptability across different mediums long before that became like a standard strategy for successful actors. It let her experiment with different acting rhythms, reach diverse audiences simultaneously. It's a testament to her business acumen too, really, in managing her artistic output.
Now, while some of those early TV shows didn't last forever, her impact certainly did.
For sure.
In 1999-2000, she landed a main role as Glenn Hall in ABC's detective series Snoops. It was created by the super prolific David E. Kelly.
Ah, David D. Kelly, big name in TV.
Huge. Though Snoops was canceled after just one season. But her impact didn't stop there. Throughout her career, she's made just tons of memorable guest and recurring appearances on beloved shows all over the TV landscape, often stealing scenes, making a real mark.
Like, where else did she pop up?
Oh, man. Acclaimed HBO comedies like Curb Your Enthusiasm and How to Make It in America, the gritty FX drama Rescue Me, the popular ABC comedy Ugly Betty, USA Network's witty series Psych. She really got around, leaving a lasting impression in a huge array of roles.
You know, my takeaway from that is her really remarkable ability to make a significant, lasting impression, even in those recurring or guest roles.
Yeah, she stands out.
She really does, often stealing scenes, adding layers to establish narratives with surprising depth. Think about her villainous Eltine Melanie Hawkins in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, she was great in that.
She brought this distinctive, formidable energy, this captivating unpredictability that just perfectly suited that show's blend of comedy and seriousness.
Totally.
Or think about her portrayal of Jeannie Bloom, Lauren Bloom's alcoholic mother on New Amsterdam. That role demanded such profound vulnerability, such raw emotional honesty. It revealed a totally different side of her dramatic capabilities.
Right. Much more vulnerable.
Exactly. She just possesses this innate, distinctive energy that makes these characters incredibly memorable. It proves her acting prowess even when she only has limited screen time. And that skill is a testament to her ability to fully inhabit a character and leave a strong imprint, regardless of the role's size. She really makes every appearance count.
And beyond all the live-action work, Gina Gershon has also carved out this truly remarkable, extensive career in voice acting. Which is another testament to her versatility, right? Going beyond just her physical presence.
Absolutely. A whole different skill set.
She voiced the character Six in the adult animation series, Tripping the Rift, showing her comedic timing in a different format.
Mm-hmm.
And probably most notably, she brought this captivating energy, this distinct swagger, to the iconic role of Catwoman in the Batman animated series.
Ah, Catwoman. Big role.
Huge. She voiced her from 2004 to 2007, really defining that character for a whole new generation watching that show.
Yeah, her voice definitely suited Catwoman.
Totally. Later, from 2017 to 2018, she continued voice work as Langwidere in Lost in Oz, further expanding her animated repertoire.
You know, that begs the question, what does it really take for an actor to transition so seamlessly, so successfully into voice acting? Because it's a totally different medium than live action performance.
Right. No facial expressions, no body language to rely on.
Exactly. It requires a completely different set of performance muscles. The ability to convey complex emotion, distinct character, entire narratives purely through your vocal performance.
It sounds incredibly difficult.
It is. Her extensive voice acting career isn't just a testament to versatility. It highlights this rare ability she has to craft entire personalities just auditorily. She's able to imbue characters like Catwoman with that specific swagger, that menace, that playful seduction, just through vocal texture alone.
Wow.
It demonstrates this deep understanding of how voice, when it's detached from physicality, shapes perception and emotional connection. It takes like a stage actor's command of vocal range and applies it with almost surgical precision. It really showcases her innate talent for character creation, truly inhabiting a role through sound alone.
Yeah.
She doesn't just read the lines, she embodies them vocally. She transforms her voice into this incredibly powerful storytelling tool.
And her television presence has remained strong, crucially adapting to the new media landscapes too.
Right, keeping up with the times.
In 2013, Gershon gave that critically praised performance as the fashion icon Donatella Versace in the Lifetime TV movie House of Versace.
Oh, yeah, I remember the buzz around that. She looked incredible.
She really did. The role earned her significant accolades, including praise from the esteemed fashion critic Kathy Horan, who noted her striking transformation. And she also took a main role in the Crackle action series Cleaners that same year.
Crackle. So early streaming adopter, too.
Exactly. And more recently, she's continued to show her enduring appeal and adaptability with recurring roles on Amazon Prime Video's Red Oaks, that nostalgic coming-of-age comedy, and the CW's hugely popular teen drama Riverdale, where she played Jughead Jones's estranged mother Gladys, bringing this gritty edge to the role.
Right, Gladys Jones. Fitting casting.
Totally. And this clearly shows her continued relevance across all sorts of platforms, including the ever-growing streaming world.
You know, what this tells us about her career longevity is truly remarkable. Her continued presence, her successful transitions across traditional network TV, cable, and now major streaming platforms like Amazon and Crackle. It just illustrates her enduring appeal and this incredible adaptability in a rapidly changing industry.
Yeah, she hasn't faded away.
Not at all. She's not just working, she's actively finding roles that specifically showcase her unique strengths, and she's evolving with the industry's landscape and how audiences consume content now.
It's like she's writing the playbook for adaptability, isn't it?
It really feels like it. She embodies that modern, adaptable performer who understands that talent transcends any single platform or genre. She continuously finds new ways ways to connect with audiences and stay creatively engaged in this ever-shifting media environment. It's a real testament to her strategic vision and her enduring artistic vitality.
Okay, now here's where we get into the really unexpected dimensions of Gina Gershon's career, the stuff that really makes you pause and go, wow.
All right, I'm ready.
Beyond her acting, she has this surprising, significant musical footprint that a lot of people might not know about. It reveals this entirely different facet of her creative soul.
Okay, like the jaw harp thing.
Exactly. She actually played the jaw harp on I Can't Decide for the Scissor Sisters' 2006 album, Ta-Da.
Scissor Sisters. Okay, cool.
Even more impressively, she lent that unique sound to I Do It For Your Love for Paul Simon's collaboration with the legendary Herbie Hancock on his album Possibilities.
Paul Simon and Herbie Hancock, that's serious company.
Right. And it doesn't stop there. She also played her jaw harp on Christian McBride's track, Chitlins and Gefilte, and, tellingly, on a song called Maria from her own album In Search of Cleo, which came out in 2007.
She has her own album.
She does. And for music video fans, she even made cameos way back in the Cars' Hello Again video in 1984, famously alongside Andy Warhol.
Wow, Warhol.
And also in Lenny Kravitz's Again video in 2000.
Okay, so my takeaway from her musical side is how her initial career path, which you mentioned actually started in music and dance,
Right.
how it circles back so prominently and so uniquely later in her career. The jaw harp, especially, it's such an unusual, distinct instrument, right? Usually associated with folk or blues.
Yeah, not exactly mainstream pop.
No, and it really suggests this playful yet distinct artistic sensibility that truly sets her apart. And her collaborations with such diverse, respected musicians, Paul Simon, Herbie Hancock, Scissor Sisters, that indicates her musical talent, is genuinely recognized and appreciated by other established artists. It's not just some casual hobby.
No, they wouldn't ask her otherwise.
Exactly. This highlights her true identity as this deeply multifaceted artist, one who allows her diverse passions to just intertwine and enrich each other, rather than keeping them in separate boxes.
Yeah.
It speaks to a genuine, deep-seated musicality and this artistic fearlessness that embraces the unconventional. It shows a profound inner drive to explore all forms of expression. She's not just dabbling, she's contributing authentically to these musical landscapes.
And adding yet another string to her already packed bow, Gina Gershon is also an accomplished author, demonstrating her ability for narrative creation beyond just performing.
Okay, author too. What kind of books?
Well, she didn't just write one type either, showcasing her versatility even here. She co-authored a children's book called Camp Creepy Time with her brother Dan.
A children's book, okay, imaginative side.
Totally. Shows a lighter side, maybe wanting to connect with a younger audience. Then, for adult readers, her first solo book was In Search of Cleo, How I Found My Pussy and Lost My Mind, released in 2012.
Chuckles. Okay, quite the title. What's it about?
It's actually a true story, detailing her engaging, often funny hunt for her runaway cat. It offers this really personal anecdotal look into her life.
Huh. This really makes me wonder, why would a busy, successful actress decide to venture into writing, and with such different, distinct topics?
Yeah, it's quite a leap.
The children's book, Camp Creepy Time, that speaks to a creative, imaginative side, right? Maybe exploring storytelling from a purely fantastical angle, collaborating with her brother. While In Search of Cleo, that reveals a more personal, anecdotal, maybe even vulnerable storytelling ability.
Sharing her own voice.
Exactly. It's like a memoir, a chance to share her own experiences directly with an audience, totally unfiltered by a character or a director's vision. And it demonstrates her remarkable capacity for creating narratives beyond just performing a script. It offers this different, direct way for her to connect with people and express her unique voice, her experiences. It's just another example of her unwavering willingness to explore and master different artistic mediums. Proving her creativity isn't just confined to acting, it's this driving force that seeks expression in basically every possible form. Writing gives you a kind of control and intimacy that acting, just by its nature, can't always offer.
Now, in a particularly surprising turn, one that truly showcased her incredible range in a way few might have predicted, Gina Gershon also became widely known for her incredibly spot-on political parodies.
Ah, yes. The impersonations.
Exactly. She famously parodied the former Republican VP nominee Sarah Palin in that series of hugely popular funnyordie.com videos. Like Gina Gershon strips down Sarah Palin, and Gina Gershon does Sarah Palin too.
Those were hilarious and sharp.
Very sharp. They weren't just simple impressions. They were these incisive satirical takes. Then later, she took on the even higher profile role of Melania Trump.
Oh, yeah, she did Melania too.
Oh, yeah. portraying her in another Funny or Die video, A Message from Melania Trump. She also brought that uncanny Melania impression to a broader audience on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Wow.
And in an off-Broadway play called The First Annual Trump Family Special. And even in an episode of CBS All Access's The Good Fight.
Okay, she really committed to that one.
She really did.
You know, looking at this through a wider lens, her ability to convincingly embody such high-profile political figures with both accuracy and comedic timing, it just showcases this keen observational skill she has and a profound flair for satire, way beyond what you might expect from her more dramatic roles.
How do you think she achieved it? It's more than just looking like them.
Oh, way more. It wasn't just physical resemblance. It was about capturing the vocal tics, right? The specific mannerisms, the subtle public persona of these figures. For Palin, it was that specific folksy cadence, that slight vocal fry she had. For Melania, it was the quiet mystique, the precise posture, that almost detached delivery.
Yeah, she nailed that.
She did. And these parodies, often done for satirical platforms like Funny or Die, they allowed her to comment on contemporary culture and politics. It further expanded her creative output and demonstrated this fearless engagement with the public discourse.
Right.
It's a powerful testament to her incredible versatility that she can move so seamlessly, so effectively from gritty drama and intense film roles to this lighthearted yet incisive political satire. It proves her understanding of character just transcends genre or medium. She can truly use her craft to engage with the world around her, often with really sharp wit.
So what does this all mean when we kind of bring all these different threads together? Gina Gershon's career, it really feels like a masterclass in versatility and adaptability.
Absolutely. Masterclass is the right word.
From her early rigorous training in theater and that dual BFA in drama and psychology philosophy, which gave her this deep understanding of human nature, to those iconic, boundary-pushing film roles that cemented her as a gay icon.
Right.
And her prolific, consistent television work across literally every imaginable genre. She has just continuously evolved and reinvented herself. She's not just an artist in motion. She feels like an artist in perpetual creative exploration.
Yeah, and what really strikes me about her career is her ability to seamlessly shift.
Yeah.
From those intense, often provocative roles to nuanced comedic performances or even entirely vocal voiceover work. All while maintaining this remarkably distinctive and compelling presence, whether it's on screen or just her voice.
It's that Gershon quality.
Exactly. She brings a certain grit, this unapologetic charisma, and an undeniable intelligence to every single character she portrays. It just makes her unforgettable. And this isn't just about playing different parts. It's about bringing a consistent, unique energy and a profound understanding of character to them, making each performance distinctly hers.
Yeah.
It's her consistent authenticity, her conviction, regardless of what the role demands, that truly sets her apart.
And it goes so far beyond just the acting. Her ventures into music, contributing as a jaw harpist, singing on her own album, collaborating with major artists, and into literature, as an author of both a children's book and a personal memoir. It further cements her status as this true Renaissance woman in the entertainment industry.
Totally.
And we can't forget those spot-on political parodies that really highlighted her comedic and observational genius.
Right. It truly makes me wonder, what really drives an artist to constantly explore so many new and diverse avenues of expression like that?
Yeah, what's the engine?
Well, it speaks to this deep-seated curiosity, doesn't it? A relentless creative spirit. And a profound refusal to be typecast or confined to any single medium or genre. Her career isn't just a list of impressive credits. It's this evolving portfolio of artistic expression. Always seeking new challenges, always finding new ways to connect with an audience.
She understands creativity isn't bound by one discipline.
Exactly. And from what little we know publicly about her personal life, like her long-term relationship with Robert Deaster, she seems to be a pretty grounded individual navigating this very public, very dynamic career, which maybe further underscores her ability to pursue all these artistic passions authentically and with real integrity.
And her story is clearly far from over.
No, definitely not slowing down.
With upcoming projects like lending her voice to Doom, The Dark Ages, the video game, which is a huge artistic undertaking in itself.
Oh yeah, big voice acting role.
And more film and TV work already in the pipeline for 2024 and 2025. Gina Gershon continues to be this incredibly active and dynamic force in entertainment.
And when we connect this to the bigger picture, her continued activity across such a wide spectrum of media, including stepping into directing, significant voice work for major video games, it suggests her career trajectory is still very much in motion.
Upward and outward.
Yeah. She is an artist who consistently adapts, innovates, takes on new challenges, which promises more fascinating performances and unique creative contributions from her for years to come. She truly embodies the idea of a career built on enduring artistic vitality and just a refusal to ever truly settle.
So we've really unpacked Gina Gershon's journey today.
Yeah.
From that young actress in LA with a powerful background in drama and psychology, through her iconic boundary-pushing film roles that really shape cultural conversations, her consistent, incredibly varied television work, and those unexpected turns as a musician, an author, and a sharp satirist. It's a career that just defies easy categorization.
Yeah, what's truly fascinating here is how her career isn't defined by a single genre or by being typecast into one particular kind of role.
Yeah.
But instead, it's defined by this relentless, fearless pursuit of diverse artistic expression. She really embodies what it means to be an adaptable, fearless, and truly multifaceted performer in this constantly evolving entertainment industry. She shows that true artistry really knows no bounds.
So, as you reflect on Gina Gershon's incredible range and her unwavering commitment to exploring every facet of her artistic self, maybe consider this. In an industry that's often obsessed with niches, with strict branding, what does her multifaceted career tell us about the true power of an artist who simply refuses to be put in a box? What risks are you willing to take to fully explore the depth of your own unique talents, even if they seem kind of disparate or unconventional? Perhaps the most compelling careers aren't built on just specialization, but on relentless, authentic curiosity.